Hello. Namaste, friends. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this. Thank you so much. So nice to see you all. You know, I was trying to figure out the best way to share these songs with you all, because I know you know most of the songs anyway, and I never realized how difficult it was to recite one of my songs to myself, because it's so different. It's such a different, it's like a totally different instrument. And I never gave it a thought. I never thought of my songs in that way, that I would speak them. But it wasn't until we took on this project that I started to learn something about the power of the voice, and a voice that I didn't really know I had, or didn't know, not that it wasn't me, but it was a me that I hadn't given much space to. I didn't know how to speak those words. I could sing them, but what I found is that there is a place for me in that realm, in that dimension, that I found that I can say to you, ever been lonely? Ever felt out of place? Ever cried yourself to sleep at night, praying for descending grace? Ever danced alone in the moonlight, dancing like there's nobody there? The whole world could be looking on, but what do you care? You're dancing your prayer. You're dancing your prayer. Humaniversal. We're all reaching for the stars in the sky. Humaniversal. You and I. So then I got into, wow, that sounds real, because that's the only way you can gauge it. Like I can't, either it lands or it doesn't. And I feel like when I say that to you guys, that you know exactly what I'm talking about. You were in there with me immediately. Like the second verse. Ever been to India? Seen the world from ground zero? A 13-year-old mother with a baby in her arms knocking on your taxi window? Lights change. You leave her standing in the road. Still her eyes come back to haunt you wherever you go. Humaniversal. We can all hear her baby cry. Humaniversal. You and I. You and I. And after all, it's only life. We come and we go in the wink of an eye. We say hello, we say goodbye. Is that it? Is that it? Is that all? And then there came that verse that I always liked about the Dalai Lama. And it wasn't until, anyway, what about the Dalai Lama? That's how that goes. What about the Dalai Lama? Hey, what about the Dalai Lama? What about that smile? He's a simple monk from the roof of the world, living in exile. He can't go back. He can't go home. And so what does that say to you and me when he speaks with love and compassion even towards his enemy? Humaniversal. Say a prayer for his people when you're driving home tonight. Humaniversal. Say a prayer for him when you turn out the light tonight. So, That's what I'm doing, and it's like taking the guitar away, taking the basic thing, you know. That's the protection. That's that whole thing, the music. But if you take that away, you're really down to the bones. And Joby said to me, he told me that he listened to my songs so many years, and it's only now he's beginning to appreciate what's going on in those songs. And so it felt like a good project, a good thing to just flow with. And I have to just tell you guys how it all happened, because I can see two of the guys who actually made this book are with us tonight, and I want to introduce them to you because it was an amazing journey. We had a group in Costa Rica, you know, in Blue Spirit, and Joe, his name is Joe Kavanagh. Joe came up to me and asked me, hey, would you like me to maybe work together and put a book out of your songs as poetry? And I'd never really thought of that, not really. I always liked, before digital and all that stuff, I had notepads full of songs because I like to write. So I like to write them out. I don't do that anymore. I don't even write the songs when they're coming to me. I feel like either you come, and if you're still here tomorrow when we wake up, it's a gift. If not, that's okay. I'm not chasing anything anymore. That's what that song is, Empty Heart. Empty Heart says something like,
It's very empty.
he says, no, this is how it goes. So many roads I've wandered, only to find they all led to my door. So I don't have to search no more. I'm taking the water to the thirsty. I'm singing my songs to the empty sky, and I'm praying that the rains have heard me cry. Because I've got this empty heart that I cannot explain. No longing for love, no sweet pain, no voice I hear in the dead of night, just an empty heart full of light. Empty heart full of light. So, you know, I tried to name the nameless. I tried hard to understand, but when I closed my fist, well, of course, I missed. There was nothing in my hand. And I used to think I knew where I was going. I used to think we had to get somewhere. Now it's enough to watch the river flowing. Because I am the riverman after all. And then I've got this empty heart that I can't explain. No longing for love, no sweet pain, no voice I hear in the still of the night. No voice. Just an empty heart, full of light, resting in emptiness, resting in emptiness, resting in emptiness. Just take a moment to close your eyes. Let's come home, sense of coming home to ourselves for a moment, resting in emptiness, resting in emptiness, relaxing our shoulders, Relaxing our jaw, resting in emptiness. Just give a little moment for yourself here. And this is your own private inner sanctuary. This is where no one, no government, no thought process can reach. It's something unattainable apart from in silence. Peace, our inner peace, is our friend. So whenever we close our eyes, we feel that we've found a friend in here. A friend who knows you, knows us, knows me, and loves and accepts as we are. Universal. Okay, take a deep breath. And how are you doing? Would you like to ask me a question? I hope not, but if you do,
Tell a bit more of the story.
Oh. So Joe came to me, and I thought, first I thought no. My first thought was like, no. And I'm so glad that I changed my mind, and I don't know how I came to change my mind, or how it happened. Probably it was Deva who said I should do it, or something. But anyway, I'm so glad that I said yes to it. And what turned out to be a really unknown thing, I'd never met Joe before, really. We just met in the group. And then we had this connection going on, like, no, I think this poem, not this one, try this one. And then we came to about 25 songs, and they're all in here. And it's really sweet, because this is way beyond my dream. This is Joe and Mark. Put your hand up, you guys, so we can say hi to you. There's Joe, and there's Mark, who did the design. There you go. Thank you, guys. And that's the result of their love and connection to the music and the mantras that Deva and I have made. I love this picture, the white swan. See the white swan flying across the evening sky. So suddenly there was a book, and then after the book, then my friend Shams actually said to me, well, read one. And that's when I realized something else is going on. I didn't know how to say, this is no ordinary love affair. I didn't know how to say it where it felt real. And so I had to, like I say, look for who I am in those words. And then I found, with the grace of every one of you, I found a space in there for myself, which I would never have discovered without you. Deva and I are just, absolutely devoted to you guys. We love you so much, and we feel so much support. And so we have a little gift, and for everyone. And I hope you. What I would like you to do is, I would like you, if you're going to buy it on Amazon and leave me a review, so that I become the most reviewed poet in the history of Amazon. Yeah. Excuse me. And so the book was born, and here it is.
Tell more about Mark also. Tell more about Mark.
Mark? Well, Joe said, I've got this guy, Mark. He can design the book and everything. And I didn't, okay, fantastic. And then I get to meet Mark and he's super guy who designed this book, you know. I mean, it wasn't just like any old book. It's beautiful paper and it's got some great illustrations in there too. And you know, the care, you have no idea, well, you probably do, but the care it takes to get everything really beautifully together and elegant. Mark did. He just took the bull by the horns and made us an elegant statement of my songs, which have carried me for so many years. You know, like you know that story, but when I came to Osho, the last thing I wanted to do was be a musician. I really felt that I'd been too damaged and too just the music industry can do that to people. You know, it's very, very intense when you're young and sensitive and you're chasing the dream of being famous or getting rich and all that stuff. And then it's all like using something so sacred as music as a commodity. That's so weird. That's so strange. But that's what we do. And that's the game that you play, you know. And I got to a point where I was a failure, you know. I was like, I just don't fit. And, you know, I'd done my bit. I'd done something I'd made myself a little niche in there, and I'd made a living in that murky rock industry. So yeah, in that way, I was a success in a certain way. But coming to Osho, it was revolutionary and revelatory, because I'd never seen so many people singing in harmony together and singing joyfully. I'd never seen it. You know, maybe at a rock concert and you've got a whole different kind of vibe, and it's all much more based on, you know, we all been to rock concerts, even the great ones, there's money involved. Of course, there has to be, it seems it's the way of the world. But to be in that ashram and hear people singing hallelujah and a Sufi chant, ilah, 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 and you know, those things blew my mind, and I was like, no, you do not pick up a guitar here. You are not qualified. And I spent a long time in Osho's world just drinking this music, learning how to move my body again, learning how to dance in an innocent and innocent way, and with abandon and with no shame and with, you know, with no embarrassment. And that was up for grabs. So I'm like, yes, this is my world. And then I found there were all these therapies going on, huge, really intense therapies. How did I survive leaving my wife and my son? I survived through all those therapeutic meditations that Osho gave. It got me to the other side of that. It got me to forgiveness, and it got me to a great friendship with my son, which I'd have never had otherwise, and a good friendship with his mother. His mother, I mean, I walked out, so I don't expect much, but this was many, many years ago, and since then we've made friends, and it's so nice. It's so nice. She comes to our concerts, and with the grandchildren, you know, and it's really, really very sweet. So all that came out of this reconnection, came gradually through healing, and then one day I just had to pick up a guitar, and I just had to say thank you, and I realized I just wanted to say thank you to my teacher, to my reverend, what's the word? What can I say? Guru? He said, don't call me guru. But I love the sound guru, and he is a guru, and he knows he's a guru, but he didn't necessarily he wasn't bothered. So I just wanted to say thank you. And that was the first song, like falling leaves, blowing away. Words disappear, and all I can say is, I love you. That's the song. It's just like, that's it. And I could play that on a guitar, like falling leaves, blowing away, words disappear, and all I can say is, I love you. I was born to love you. I mean, you have to remember this song is being addressed to like a 56-year-old Indian man with a beard. And I'm singing this song to that human being, but the amazing thing is that we all recognize what the song is, and that it never was the body. Even when he told us it's not the body, don't get fixated on the physical. It's not the body. How many times have we heard Osho say that? And yet it was so hard to let go of the love we had for him as a person, as a human being. So it was something, and all those songs just poured out of me then, because I realized it's not about, it's real. It's real. I'm in contact with God. I'm in contact with love. And it's real. And I can feel it, and I can sing it, and I can share it, and I can, whatever happens. And so those kind of things, you come to a state in your life when you just have to say, who am I now? And then then there's that song, Who Am I Now? And it says, I can't even remember my name. That's how far I've come on my journey. And it feels good. It feels good to be home. That's what we're all home right now. We're all home with each other. It's such a good feeling. We just played in the Osho place in Germany on the weekend.
There's a few people from Parma.
So are you guys some of the people there? Yes, Sujati, I can see now, yeah. Hey, darling. And it was such a lovely event. It's called Parimal, and it's a meditation, Osho meditation center, and it's out in the sticks, out in the countryside, really beautiful, northern Germany. And they were celebrating their 40th anniversary. And you have to go back 40 years, and you see us as all of us. We all had as long a hair as we could, with beards. We were all young kids. We were just learning our way, and now we're all in our 70s, and there we are. We've traveled that path together, and wow, what a gift! Not many people get that, and to see everybody. Everybody came to see us and sing with us, and they were so grateful that we came. We told them we don't want any money. You don't pay us for this. We just come in to play and to give back to the Parimal, because we like to do things like giving back. And so these people were so many of my friends from those older days, and there's that song, it's one of those ones that are difficult to sing, or maybe difficult not to sing. It says, I can see you when I look beneath the surface of my life. Here in the silence, where no sound has ever been heard, calling me on, and then you go, calling me on like a song in the distance, calling me on like a fire in the heart, and to answer that call, it's the greatest challenge of all. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy road. To answer that call, it's the greatest challenge of all. And I can see you when I look around the circle of my friends. I see you in their eyes, the same way they see you in mine, calling us on. You're the song in the distance, calling us on. You're the fire in the heart, and to answer your call, oh man, it's the greatest challenge of all. We have to face ourselves continually, all the time. Don't go back to sleep. Like Rumi said, don't go back to sleep. And the greatest challenge of all, stay awake. I keep asking myself, what is this jewel in my hand? I keep seeing my mind slip through my fingers like sand. If not now, when? If not here, where? If not me, who could I be? Who could I be? You're calling us on. You're the song in the distance, calling us on like a fire in the heart. And to answer that call is the greatest challenge of all. And to answer your call is the greatest blessing of all. Yeah, it's the greatest blessing, giving ourselves to God, giving ourselves to the Great Spirit. You know, what is this jewel? Oh, come and sing this, Deva. Come and sing this. I saw a rose in the garden of the mystic. I was taken by its sweet perfume. I didn't pick it, I thought of you. And I saw a bird in the garden of the mystic. I watched it as it flew, and I thought of you. I thought of a love without any name. I thought of a fire without any flame. I thought of forgiveness without any shame, without any till only love remained in the garden of the mystic, in the garden of the mystic. and I heard music in the garden of the mystic. I heard laughing and crying, living and dying too. And I joined the dancers, round and round and round and round and round and round and round we flew. We were dancing in the dark, dancing up a spark, dancing in the heart of the hurricane, till only love remained in the garden of the mystic. Buvasva tat savitu varinya Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya. Buvasva tat savitu varinya Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya. Bhuvasva tat savitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya. And I saw the sunrise in the garden of the mystic. I watched it as it grew, just like the love I see inside of you. I saw the sunshine in your hair, I saw the light everywhere. I got down on my knees and I kissed the earth and I said a prayer for you, for you. In the garden of the mystic, in the garden of the mystic, in the garden of the mystic. Bhuvasva tat savitu varinya Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodaya.
Would you share Silent Garden?
Silent Garden?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I haven't played that for
No, not to say it, not to play it.
Silent Garden. All the tears that I have shed, which is it? Which one?
Over and over.
No, all the tears that I have shed. I think it's all the tears that I have shed eased my heart and cleared my head. All the tears that I have shed. All the tears that I have shed. Over and over and over. Well, they healed my heart and they cleared my head. Over and over and over. pleasure to be here at your feet. It's my honor and my joy, and it's no wonder that I finally meet myself in your silent garden. And all the highways I have known, over and over and over, one by one they led me home, over and over and over. And may the light that I receive over and over and over fill this earth before I leave, over and over and over. It's my pleasure, sing. It's my pleasure to be here at your feet. It's my honor, yeah, and my joy, and it's no wonder that I finally meet myself in your silent garden. Your silent garden. It was a crazy garden, wasn't it? It was crazy. So it was a silence that permeated everything. And on top of that, we liked to talk and gossip and talk about everybody and everything in our ashram. Just normal things, you know, that's the way it was. And we had the opportunity always to be watchful. That was the difference. Nobody was smacking our wrists if we forgot to breathe, you know. It was an invitation. The whole thing was an invitation. And some people accepted it, and some people accepted it and found it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. There was no locked doors anywhere. Nobody was made to stay in anything crazy like cultish. It was nothing like that at all. So people came and went. Some people like me just never left. Because nowhere to go. There is nothing else but this now. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Do you know that song, Blown Away? Do you know from the album? If you don't know it, you go check it out on Spotify. Listen to the whole song, this guitar solo at the end. You listen to that guitar solo at the end. Every time it made me cry when I listened to that. And so it's called Blown Away. I came with a question in my head, and somewhere down the line, I left it behind. I came looking outside, never realizing the treasure within. Now there's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing I can say. When you follow your heart, you get carried away. That's the truth of it. That's why we don't follow our heart sometimes. We just don't know where it's going to lead us. And I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away in the light of your pure love. So, yeah. What do you think, Deva?
not finished yet.
We're not finished.
The song.
Hmm?
That song isn't finished yet.
What song?
Blown away.
I came with a question in my mind, and somewhere down the line, it faded with time. I was walking in my sleep. I got a big surprise when I looked in your eyes. Wow. If you've ever had that moment of looking into the eyes of somebody who is in a different plane, it's I'm sure we all have. That's why we're all here. At some point, we've all had that moment of eye contact that you just realize you are just looking into God, and God is looking into you, and that's it. And that was what I remember. The first time he looked at me, I was playing the guitar, and we were in darshan, and I was banging away as hard as I could and trying to make so there was a lot of energy. And he came, it was very close, and he came in and he was dancing with us, which was so great. I mean, what other guru dances with their devotees? Do you know? Did Jesus? Did Buddha? Did Lao Tzu? Did Neem Baba? Probably not. It's not something Krishnamurti. But Osho, it was primal. See, primal. To dance is primal. It's moving the body. It's so primal, so basic thing. And for the master to share that basic thing with us, I always felt like it's an absolute privilege. And before he died, his favorite music was in the darshan was samba. I promise you, we played samba for Osho coming out, and we had.
Anyway, tell the story.
Oh, sorry.
With a chord.
What was that?
When he came out and you couldn't change.
Oh, that's it. That was it. No big deal. It was just a moment.
Kamita said Mira danced.
Mira dance, of course, she's a female. Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much. I feel like, I'm looking at the screen and I'm sort of seeing you all, and it's just, I can't really tell you how amazing it feels. Just because I realize that we're all looking at each other. It's not, nobody's looking at me. We're just all looking at each other. And it's such a great feeling to see you all, and that's what I had in Parimal that last weekend. I had this feeling of, it's my family. It was a family that we shared very intense times together, really intense times, really scary times sometimes, But we were all there in the sunshine with our voices to sing, to sing our gratitude. And I think that's the point of this exercise, and there's a point of the songs. It's just somehow to reawaken our sense of gratitude, which gets overlooked and forgotten in our day-to-day life. Sometimes forget what even it is. What is gratitude? Walking down the road, there's so many levels of gratitude, but it's the only reason to remember any of these songs. It will remind you, I'm back now, present. Oh wow, back, yeah, good. And on we go, the greatest challenge, the greatest blessing.
Through the eyes of an angel.
Through the eyes of an angel. David. No.
You should see the comments, they're so beautiful.
Oh really?
Just much love.
Really?
So much love.
I'm just seeing all your faces. I'm not really aware of the comments. But here's one, look. This one it came was like, it came because I was in the ashram. It's an old song. And I was having a palm reading, a palm reading session. And he's holding my hands for a while and he's saying, this is very unusual. And yeah, okay. What's unusual about my hand? And he said, it looks like you have 4 angels watching over you. And then he said, it's not such a good sign. If you've got 4, it probably means you need 4. so, hold on to it, And I thought, 4 angels watching over me, 4 beloved strangers I can feel, but I cannot see. One on my left, one on my right, one's got my back, and one is leading me into the light. And you know what? I'm not afraid no more. I'm not afraid no more. 4 angels, so I can't go wrong. I just do and let thy will be done. I get up in the morning, I lay my head down at night, and I tell myself, man, you must have done something right. Because I'm not afraid no more. Not afraid to be afraid. I'm not afraid of who I am. I'm not afraid to stand up and be a man in love. God bless these 4 angels. 4 angels, even in my sleep, day and night, no matter what company I keep. Now they say that fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Yeah, but you know what? I did rush in, and I'm the fool who woke up with an angel in his bed. You know who that is, don't you? And I'm not afraid no more. Not afraid no more. Not afraid to live, not afraid to die, not afraid to laugh. I'm not afraid to cry. God bless these 4 angels. So, David tells me that there are millions of unemployed. This is my wife. He said, David tells me there are millions of unemployed angels, and they're all hanging out in the ether, waiting for someone to say, help me, please, help me. And then they come. And Deva started to freak me out because she keeps having all these, now everything that happens to us is because of the angels. And so, I'm right in there with that. I think that's pretty good. That's basically what I felt, It's like there's an unspoken, mysterious something that we're all connected with. And the way the world is going, it becomes more and more precious to be together in whatever way we can. Because this way, it means that when we finish here, the next person we meet, we're going to be kind. We're going to be nice to. We're going to want to feel that this energy. We want to share it. That's what we want to do. So that's it. And then we all become vehicles, We just share it, put it out, because we don't have much time left. So put it out and be kind to yourself. Be kind.
No goal.
No goal for this, Deva. No, I think I'm not. I don't want to play guitar today.
No,
Actually.
tell us.
Do you want? Give me one thing, something you want me to say. Do you want? Shall I just take something from the book?
No, go.
I need a beach. I need a beach. I need a place in the shade. Somewhere I can sit down and forgive myself for the mistakes that I made. Call me crazy, say I'm out of touch, but it's the human touch I'm missing so much. I need a beach. I need a place I can go. Ride with the tide, go with the flow. Call me crazy, call me brave, but I'm going out to catch me a wave. Yeah, I need a beach. It doesn't have to be in San Tropez, I don't mind. Venice Beach down in West LA, that'll do me fine. Copacabana, Malibu, any old Copacabana, Malibu, any old beach will do. I just need some sand under my feet. Give me a little rockin' band playing the reggae beat. No woman, no cry. Call me crazy, say I'm out of touch, but it's the human touch I'm needing so much. I need a beach. Dancing with my sweetheart, dancing with my sweetheart. What is that thing we sing? Washing my spirit clean, washing my spirit clean, washing my spirit clean, yeah, washing my spirit clean. Sing it. Washing my spirit clean, yes, I'm washing my spirit clean. Yes, I'm washing my spirit clean. Shake it, washing my spirit clean. I'm washing my spirit clean. Washing my spirit clean. It's a real song. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. And she showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. And she asked me to stay, and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her chai. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. And she told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. And I told her I didn't and crawled up to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. Mateo, you watching my fingers? So I lit a fire, isn't it good? Norwegian word. D major. Actually, it's in an E. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, co-beloveds, I think we've enjoyed this little journey together, and thank you so much. Thank you again, and I'm very grateful and honored that you take time to come and hang out with me and Deva. I hope a few things actually. I hope you can make it to come out on the tour in Europe. We're even going to Dubai this year. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? We thought the mantras can travel. They travel all over the world, and that's the love that you guys carry with you. That's the wind in our sails. You are the wind in our sails. We can go. Okay, we want to go to Dubai. People want us to go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. And so let's just keep on shining, keep on singing. Yes, my love. Yes, yes, yes. And we'll see you down the road. Don't forget, go to Amazon. Tell them it's the best book you've ever read. Okay. Thank you, darling. Yes. Thank you so much. Namaste. Go lightly on this fragile earth. We are all strangers on this shore. Remember what your life is worth and what it was we came here for. And hidden deep within our hearts, there's a light that shines on everything, on the right and the wrong, on the weak and the strong, on the prayers and the songs that we sing. Go lightly, beloveds. Namaste. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, darling. Lisa up there in Costa Rica looking all the technicalities. She's got her little girl there. Can we see little? Can we see Lisa? Are you there? I wonder if our little angel is she coming? Where is she?
There she is.
Where is she? Oh, there she is, look. What a beautiful family we are.